Teachers of Reddit, what is the worst case of my child can do no wrong have you seen? IWS accused of slamming a door into a teenage student's face. It didn't happen. The CCTV showed it didn't happen. The door had a fire safety feature meaning it could not be slammed. The mum still claimed her precious son would never lie, so me, cameras and physics must be wrong. Oh, I have spectacular story. I umpired like 2 games when I was 15 in the same day. Mind you, I never played baseball, but I played football and was known around my little town, so I was asked to ump. I said sure, dude. I made incorrect calls, but I also rectified them. I was the first base ump. The guy who was working the pitching machine was a Spanish dude, didn't speak much English. He didn't make an incorrect call, but the parents in the stands and the coach didn't like it. They didn't like it so much that they all ran into the field and got 8 in this dude's face, pushing him around and yelling at him. I got a few barbs thrown at me as well. All of those parents got sent home and banned, and the game didn't even finish. Yeah, went to see my wife's nephew playing soccer at 6-0. The coach had to tell a couple of them to stop picking the dandelions and chase the ball like the other kids. What sort of calls could a ref make anyway? I don't think they were enforcing offside or even being picky about hands in play. The father sounds like a royal dick. My parents wanted so badly to be like this. Unfortunately for them, I turned out to be a sissy. I remember once during the brief time I was made to do soccer, my mom forgot my shin guards, so the teenage referee said I had to sit out. My mom was not having that, but she was told on no uncertain terms I could not play without all necessary gear. I told her it's fine, I didn't want to play anyway. My mom told me I was being ridiculous, marched me to her minivan, raced to the store, bought a few pairs of the thickest socks she could find, cut the toes off of all of them, and layered them on my shins, convinced that was just as effective. We race back to the field, game now in progress, and my mom shows off my impromptu shin guard saying he's protected enough, let him play. Ref is like nah. She's like, you have my permission. He says nah, lawsuits. She then starts taking this guy to task, right there on the field. Coach gets involved. People are staring. I'm standing there embarrassed as fuck, wishing I could be unborn. Finally she gives up and storms us out of there. Soccer ended for me shortly thereafter when I straight up refused to go, and when I was dragged anyway I'd just book it off the field. Must have been like 8, 9. Not long after that my parents kind of gave up on me in terms of fostering my interests and extracurricular activities. Good enough for them. They had my much sportier younger sister. Hooray for second tries. 10 points if you can guess my mum's name. I know of a kid. Similar behavior. Very disruptive and bullying. Not easy to teach, and always taunting other kids. The school itself is in a low socio-economic area. He comes from a very dysfunctional family, and in fact many of the kids in this particular foundation phase class come from broken homes. On this one occasion there's an opportunity for the kids to get hot dogs, which someone is selling at the school. One of the kids does not have enough money and the teacher asks if anyone is willing to help, and would you believe, this bully donates his only dollar, the required amount. Sometimes you just don't know. We have this kind of meeting every year with his teachers. We know, son's name, can't do multiplication. He was a freshman in high school in pre-algebra. How he passed 3rd 8th grade is beyond me, besides teachers just passing him to get rid of him. These people had money, they had resources, they could gotten him tutoring years ago to help him. Instead they preferred we just pass him and excuse his acting out because he refused and couldn't do the work because he didn't have the basic foundation. He couldn't do multiplication, so he couldn't do division, and it all spiraled from there. They were so calm about it, like, what's the problem with that? So what? I was floored.